This is Lumberjacked, an incremental upgrade game where you have to chop down trees in order to make an absolutely obscene amount of money. The concept is wacky, but hey, that's the game. I'm Orbital Potato, let's jump into this one, see what we've got going on. So, we open our eyes in a cabin in the woods. There's a couple of different things going on the screen right now, but suffice to say, if we head on outside, we can see that this cabin is surrounded by quite literally an impenetrable wall of trees. Now, in order to make money and make progress in this game, we will walk up to the tree, we will smack the tree a little bit, we will pick up the log, which I did very, very quickly there, and we will toss it into this machine over here, which is going to give me a little bit of cash, as you can see, down in the bottom right-hand corner, actually. There we go. Toss another log in there, toss another log in there. Beautiful. Okay, up in the top left, we have got the number of trees that are available in the world. We also have the objective for the game, which is to chop down and gather 1,000 elder logs. I think they're very, very big trees, I believe. That is what we need to do as sort of the end game objective. However, there is 10,000 trees to cut through in the meantime. We can also chop up the stumps, which is exactly what I did there. We have a limited amount of stamina. If you have a little look at the sort of center reticule that I have here, I am down to, just a tiny little bit of stamina. We can replenish that, and in fact, we will in just a second. But for now, I am going to fully utilize all of the stamina that I have in order to hopefully capture a little bit of cash before we head on back to the cabin and do a little bit of exploration. We've got a little countdown timer up in the top right-hand corner. It's the time of day. That's fine. Not something that we really need to worry about super heavily right now. I will say, by the way, that these trees, they stop you from moving through them. So it's not possible just to sort of wander and go and explore and, see what mysteries lie beyond the sort of like little field that we have here, but that's okay. It's fine. Either way, let's go and have a little look at some of the upgrade mechanics over here. Now, on our porch, we have got this axe sharpening stone. It cost me 250 bucks. I have 14 bucks at the moment, so the chances of me being able to spend some money on that, minimal. However, the good news is that we do have this workbench over here, which is quite nice and will allow us to upgrade a whole bunch of different sort of facets of our ability. For example, our carry capacity. I'm only able to carry 1 log, as is indicated by this up here. We can bump that up to 3. That seems like a great idea, quite frankly. I'm going to go and rest a little bit. We'll rest until morning. What the heck? I don't think there's any real rush in getting some stuff done, so we'll rest until morning. And then we'll head back outside and see if we can put our newfound strength to the test. Boom, boom, boom. Looking very, very good. Chop down that stump as well. Now we can pick up 3 logs. Fantastic. And we can toss them in there, and suddenly we're making 3 coins apiece, which is pretty darned great. Now, something else that I can also increase is the throw distance. My throw distance is fairly limited at the moment, but effectively, we will be able to improve that, and I hope we will be able to improve that fairly quickly, actually, because I want to be making some progress. I want to be doing some exploring as well. Now, there are some other, interesting sort of curiosities around the place. We'll have a quick little whip around over here. There's a big old gate. I believe that this is linked into the objective of collecting 1,000 elder trees or whatever. There are these bushes here which will replenish a little bit of stamina, which is quite nice. Let me just go and chop down 2 trees whilst I've got some full stamina. Just go and get that done right about now. Okay, that's 2 more trees in the dust bin. We've also got a little drinks machine over here, which I don't think we can actually do anything with at the present moment, but I presume we will be able to in the future. There is this little gnome creature, guide creature. He is going to allow us to hopefully do a couple of different things. He's got a couple of little different stations. He's got a little drone station over here. Interested in the drone? I can build you one that will automatically go out and harvest mist logs. I'm very interested in that. You can have this radar. It should help you track the pieces down. Okay, that's cool. The drone will fly around, blah, blah, blah. That is fine. And then you have another shelf over here, which is going to allow me to buy a lantern, which will help out over the course of the evening time, up in this little section of the night, and it's going to cost me 200 mushrooms in order to get a lantern. Mushrooms, quite simply, are picked up just like so, like that. I mean, not very interesting, but we need to get 200 of them, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. This over here is like a fairy type thing. I think we can speak to it. Yeah, the gnome doesn't hear me here. He's trapped me to power his little mushroom kiosk. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, they captured us all, shipped us off to who knows where. I can still sense a few. Could you go and find my fairy friends? Well, I can't, but I wish I could. See, look, there's a little hollow in the woods over there. Lots and lots of mushrooms. If we wanted to try and get our mushroom upgrades, that is probably something that we would want to do. Either way, let's see if I can go and eat these berries over here, and then make a little bit more progress. And then we'll maybe see if we can try and nab ourselves some upgrades. Okay, 48 bucks, heading back on into the cabin. What do I want to upgrade here? Pretty much everything that costs $8, I think. The throw distance is one of the main things. The carry capacity, I'm gonna splurge 24 bucks on it. Swing power, it's gonna allow me to take down trees a little bit faster. Max stamina, heck yeah. Sprint and sprint endurance, no, don't really want to do that. We'll have a little rest, we'll go back out, I'll do a little bit of grinding, and we will see where that gets us, I suppose. Oh yeah, look at that toss distance. That's looking real good. So actually, with this increased extra stamina, I am able to get quite far into the forest, you know, and it's feeling good. I mean, I basically just went absolutely ham and just took my axe to every tree that I saw. Now, we are so deep in the forest here, I can nibble on these berries. However, doesn't look like I'm able to chop down these larger trees. Looks like we require a more sophisticated axe. So yeah, level 2 axe. Also, we've got a little radar thing, which is going a little bit haywire. You can see it's kind of indicated up in the... There we go, the top right of the sort of status bar over there. Looks like there's something going on. Okay. Well, 250 cash is what we need in order to get our upgraded axe, and I want to get some more upgrades to my person before that. So, a little bit more tree chopping for me, methinks. Right, time to invest some of my hard-earned cash. What do I want to spend it on? Walk speed, sprint endurance, sure. Carry capacity is quite good. Throw distance, let's yoink it up. Swing power, sure. Max stamina, love to see it. Man, I feel like we're really quite big now. Also, if I am in this sort of little nook in the woods here, my radar is going kind of crazy. So I'm thinking that we are quite close to what we are looking for here. I don't know what it is, but I think we're gonna find out. Ah, look, there's something over there. Let's see if we can try and make a beeline for it. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. So what is this? This is a piece of the puzzle, I think. Piece of the puzzle for the drone. So that... anything else of interest over here? No, it doesn't really look like it. I have... another mushroom there. I have kind of dug myself into a little bit of a corner over here. But we have got a piece of the drone, which is quite nice. I think it's probably worthwhile trying to find the other pieces of the drone, maybe before we press on. Just given, you know, the fact that it is so darn valuable. Man, that toss range is kind of crazy. I don't know how far we're going to be able to toss, but given that we're able to toss this far already, you gotta be thinking, you know, pretty long-term about these things. I think we're gonna be able to toss pretty darn far. Right, let's see if we can try and yoink ourselves another component. I suspect it's probably gonna be a little bit deeper in the forest in another direction. But I'll collect this stuff up, and we'll see what we can do. I'm also thinking, you know what? Let's try and get to this mushroom hollow. What the heck? See if we can try and just plow our way through. Maybe not the most sort of fiscally responsible thing to do, given that it's going to be a little bit more challenging to transport all the logs, but you know what? I'll collect some mushrooms. What the heck? I mean, we need 200 in order to get a lantern. It turns out, by the way, that if you don't get back to the cabin by the evening time, then some mysterious, like, evening creature will just destroy you. There is sort of like a fog, I suppose, that will prohibit you from doing anything. In fact, it will kill you. So that is something that we need to be on the lookout for. Right. This is definitely sort of an exploration mission rather than a economic mission. Hence why I probably want to be increasing my stamina just a little bit, but I think we got to be going down somewhere like that. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. I think another upgrade to my throw distance would be pretty darn good, and also to walk speed as well. Sure, what the heck. How far is that going to allow me to throw now? I think probably pretty darned far if I had to test. Let's have a little test. I want to increase my carrying capacity as well. I feel like that is long overdue an upgrade. Oh, wow. Do we even have to be looking? We literally don't even have to be looking. That is incredible. Wow. Fantastic. We can just do a 360 no-scope for everything that is miles around. That is fantastic. Oh, beautiful. There we go. We just hold R as we press over here. Wow, carrying capacity is absolutely busted. As I kind of knew it was, but the fact that you don't even have to look is amazing. Okay, so we're pretty much just at the sort of carrying capacity range here. So we can still do a little bit of sort of cheeky in and outs. There we go. But that's pretty cool. Okay, and that's like $100 in like very, very, very low effort lumberjacking. Wowzers. Very cool indeed. Okay, the hunt for the parts continue. Let's go and recharge. In fact, we don't even need to recharge our stamina. But let's press on. Let's press on into the great unknowns of the world. Look, I could purchase an e-drink for $50 if I wanted to. Presumably that would recharge my energy, but, I mean, perhaps for longer missions, that is something that I want to explore. For now, not that bothered. Do I save up for throw distance? No, I'm going to nab a carry capacity, and we'll also grab sprint endurance as well. Now, I think if I head on over to this little tunnel that I have been excavating, and it is a tunnel. I mean, it really is a tunnel. There is a bunch of sort of work that I've been doing in this area. I've obviously not been harvesting it. However, I see a tree and maybe some interesting stuff through here. So let's see if there is... Yes, look at this. Look at this. I'm very interested in all of this stuff. A bridge, an energy bush, a waterfall. The radar still is not going crazy, which I don't love. Okay, doesn't look like there's much more for me to do over here until I hit my my second axe level, which means that I probably just need to get my upgraded throw capacity sorted so that we can start chopping through here. The drones might be, you know, gated by the level 2 stuff. I would not be surprised if that was the case. I'm gonna keep on exploring though. All right, $274 in the bank. What am I thinking? Is it an upgraded axe? I mean, I feel like an upgraded axe would be good, but then again, I mean, swing power and throw distance? I mean, throw distance is so unbelievably cool. I feel like I just can't say... I feel like I just can't say no. Let's rest... And then let's go back out again. I mean, it's difficult to describe exactly how satisfying this is, but it is immensely satisfying when you just sort of like, you just set your axe to it, and you're just able to do so much, and then you just throw it all in a very satisfying manner right into the wood chipper over there. Oh man, it feels good. The only thing really holding me back is stamina right now. I know the sort of bigger consideration is going to be whether or not I have access to that tier 2. Whether I have access to that tier 2 axe. It's not really sort of mattered for me quite yet. I think I'm probably sort of just better suited to getting a few more upgrades, which is fine. I can work on that. And yeah, maybe after we've got another stamina upgrade or two, I can think about getting the... Yeah, there we go. Maybe after I get the sort of next stamina upgrade, something like that, we can think about moving on to the next level of axe, which will hopefully enable me to go that little bit deeper into the forest. And in fact, going deeper into the forest, maybe over here, because this area would allow me to chop down level 2 trees very, very quickly indeed, which I'm very interested in experimenting with. Okay, I've actually upgraded my swing power, and I'm actually single hitting trees here. That is absolutely immense. I've got a carry capacity of 14. My throw range is, I mean, far enough away that I can barely sort of see it if it's just out with the render distance that I have set at the moment. Don't know what that is. I presume it's pretty good, but either way, we're tossing these logs from way downtown. In fact, I'm chopping the trees so fast I'm missing all of the logs. I am very close to being able to upgrade my axe, which I am incredibly interested to do. Doesn't look like any of the additional drone parts are around, so I'm relying on picking up my own logs for now, which is a little bit less sexy than having a drone do it, honestly. But it is very satisfying. That I can assure you, and it's also very profitable too. Oh, I love how quickly we just mow through these trees. Look at this. Trees? What trees? Actually, tell you what. Yeah, I've now connected myself into my... Oh. Just look at it go. I've connected into my existing pathway, which I suppose was going to happen at some point or another. There we go, but at least we can kind of like get to this area now. Grab the berry bush, which is good. They replenish. I don't know how long it takes for them to replenish, but it does happen. There we go. Now we're in range again. Just chop down all these trees, yoink them all, get all the goods, and make out like a bandit. Fantastic. Tomorrow is D-Day. We are upgrading. We're upgrading our axe to level 2. I have more than enough cash to do it, and probably then some. So let's do it. It's a new dawn, and it's a new day, and it is the day of the axe sharpening exercise, so let's get that done. We also still have 259 bucks in the bank, so let's go and have a little look at what we can get upgraded. It's got to be a max stamina, I think. Yeah, got to be a max stamina, and I'll also take the... walk speed, sure. What the heck? Let's do it. Right. Let's go and check out exactly where the trees that are level 2 are, that are closest to the machine. Now, we are, we're decently strong. How strong are these, or how much wood are we? Oh, we get $5 a piece. We get $5 a piece from all of the level 2 trees. Oh, this feels good. This feels really good. And this is all within tossing distance. Oh, and there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, we got a lot of mileage out of it. I mean, we've basically made back. We have made back our money already. Holy cow. Do we get more wood from these trees? I don't know how much wood we get from each tree, because quite frankly, I felled them too darn quickly. We made 500 bucks in, like, in quite literally 30 seconds. Oh, that is so satisfying. From all the way downtown, we're landing those logs in the chipper. That is immense. Okay, well, we want to go this way. We want to go this way, I suppose. There is something down there. I think it's just a bush, but that's fine. We can make some headway into the tier 2 trees over there. Very happy to do that. Let's keep up the pace. Well, a profitable tree chopping endeavor, that's for sure. 830 bucks in the bank. It's got to be throw distance. I mean, that's like a 50% increase to our throw distance. That's huge. We got to do it. Carry capacity, we actually haven't upgraded in a long time. Sprint and walk speed? Sure. That sounds good to me. I mean, this really is the best type of incremental upgrade game. I mean, you just feel so darned powerful, which is just so satisfying. It really, really is. I mean, I feel like I'm absolutely decimating these trees. I've created a little bit of an inroad down here to see if we can try and explore. Still nothing sort of super interesting, you know, yoink that. Where is it? Down here. Yeah, this is quite deep into the sort of tier 2 stuff. I've increased my throw range, so I should be able to... I can throw from all the way back here. Wow. I mean, this is deep. This is deep mining over here. But I mean, if I've got the throw range, might as well use it, right? This is, yeah, literally the limit of my throw range here. But I can still do some pretty incredible feats of throwing. Right. Anything interesting on this stone? Doesn't look like it. Few mushrooms, obviously, which is fine. Swing power really helping out, allowing me to use less stamina per tree, which is really quite handy, all things considered. Ooh, what's going on over here? This looks peculiar. Very peculiar. Will I have enough stamina to get there? I absolutely will. What is this? A fairy thing? Aha! A magical prisoner. Now I can stretch my wings and file a very strongly worded complaint. Okay. Well, I think that sounds like that's all the fairy's gonna do, to be honest. But that's, I suppose, yeah, I guess good to do. I'm really after that drone, the ability to pick up. Oh? Radar? I'm really after the drone. It feels like it's this way. I'm gonna access the berry bush so that we can get the extra juice for fighting through here. A little bit less. Okay, this way. Is it just here on this rock? No? Am I able to see it? It should be visible, right? Oh, it's gotta be right around the corner. It's there! It's there! Okay, that is the second piece of the drone puzzle. If we can get that right now, I'd be so darned happy. Ah, I'm just out of stamina. Oh, video game, why'd you do me dearly like that? Okay, refreshed and filled with energy, it's time to once again venture deep into the forest over here. I've increased my carrying capacity with a little bit of investment in my my arm strength, I suppose, which should allow me to carry up to 49 units of wood, which is, I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's quite large, isn't it? It really is. Holy cow! I mean, it's not everything that I've got over here, but it's like, what, a third of it or something? Feels quite important. Feels like, yeah, a really important upgrade. Right, this is a big catch. Really chuffed with that. I don't think there's any sort of, like, you know, indication around the world that this... Ooh, that's a little mushroom hollow over there. Let's see if we can try and get over to the mushroom hollow. Not really done too much in the way of mushroom collection as of yet. What have I got? I've got 36 mushrooms. Oh. Oh, wow. Well, this is a mushroom hollow. That's for darn sure. This is gonna give me... This has got to give me like 200, right? I mean, is there anything else of interest over here? Or is it just mushrooms all the way down? Holy cow, there's a lot of mushrooms here. Almost too many for me to pick. Surely this has got to be more than 200. Right, I've collected most of them. I've got just about 150. I need to start heading back for the night. But I mean, that is a really, really good haul. Yeah, definitely didn't get all of them. But that is fine. I mean, that's got me substantively all of the way towards my torch, I think it is. That's really nice. That's really nice. And in fact, there's another little sort of mushroom hollow over there as well. Yeah, am I going to be able to get back before evening time? If my sprinting is good enough, then I should. I'll do a long-range toss. I mean, it's just such an obscenely large amount of money we make from one single toss now. 49 units. 49 times 5. What is that, like 250 bucks? Just shy, right? Just shy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, rest until morning time because I don't want the big scary monster to come after me. Unless things. So, first bit of kit was over there. Second bit of kit was over there through that like tunnel thing. Should we go and explore what's on the other side of this bridge? There's the bridge over here that I've not really looked into altogether too much. It's down this corridor down here, if I'm not mistaken. I should be able to toss from all the way over here. Nice. Yeah, I've not been here since, well, since a little while actually. All right. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that one last drone part that is literally all that would... not all that would make me happy. Stuff like, for example, the berry bushes I like a lot. And they often tend to sort of get me near stuff that I'm interested in checking out. So where's my toss limit? It's close, isn't it? It's here. Okay. So I can reasonably sort of like go back and forth a little bit because there's quite a lot of berry bushes around here. There's another mushroom cave over there. Let's get to the berry bush here just so that we've got the good vibes. No sign of anything more interesting this way, but I'm gonna kind of just poke and prod in this direction. Just feels like there might be something. That looks like tier 3 trees. I mean, I don't know what tier 3 trees look like, but if ever there was a tier 3 tree, it's probably that. We skip around the edge. The roots of these trees are very, very large. Yeah, that's a tier 3 tree for sure. Okay. Yeah, tier 3 axe required. Fine. Right, we know that that's there. There's another little hollow. Cool. Could there be something out over here? I mean, it looks like it's just sort of wall for miles around. Let's do a little bit of chopping. Sort of can walk back across the bridge and just do a little bit of a toss. I've not actually been very sort of money focused, which is a little bit ridiculous. But I'll certainly try and make a little bit of extra change, given my proximity to these energy sources. Oh yeah, I do think there's like trapped fairies over there and over there, a little bit out of the realm of this mission in order to find them. I suppose that I found the first fairy a little bit by accident, which is fine in the grand scheme of things. Wasn't necessarily something that I was aiming for, but, good that we did it. What do I need in order to get a tier 3 axe? Literally just $1,000. Well, you know what? I'm going to do that right now before I can be tempted away from spending on something probably more useful. But that's all right. Let's sleep. Let's go and suss out what these tier 3 trees are all about. Okay, I've arrived. Let's see how many chops it takes to yoink a couple down. So, the only unfortunate thing is that my inventory is now kind of filled with all of the trees that I have chopped down in order to get here. Is there anything that I'm going for, though? I mean, we'll just go on a little bit of an adventure here. Looks like these are kind of like birchy style trees. Not much of a tree individual myself, so, take whatever I say with a huge pinch of salt. Something over there, maybe, of interest? Doesn't look like much. Maybe something down there? I mean, that looks kind of interesting. Deceptive, though. Never sure whether or not it's a render issue, or, like a render range thing, or indeed if there is something genuinely interesting. I gotta do at least one sort of full load of trees, tier 3 trees, that is, even though I'm reasonably confident that we're maybe going to be nabbing about 10 bucks a piece. I have absolutely screwed the pooch on finding my way through this forest, but that's fine. Try and avoid all of the meager tier 2 logs. Okay, managed to Get away relatively unscathed there. Okay, that's a full load. That's basically a full load, bar 2 of tier 3 logs. Let's head back to camp, pick up a few mushrooms along the way, and see what these bad boys are worth. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be big, right? I mean, at $10 a piece, that would be $500, which actually doesn't feel like a huge amount given how far we're going. But you know what? There we go. Yeah, they're $10 a piece. That's not bad. There we go. Still landing in the the thingy over there, the chipper. That's fine. That's fine. It's not bad. Should we have a little look at you? See what you're saying? Interested in a drone? Yes, I really want the ability to pick up drones. To pick up pieces of wood. I mean, maybe down this way somewhere? God, tomorrow. I gotta explore tomorrow. So, interesting. We're not very far from the base. We're just behind the gnome shop over here. But it turns out this is a level 3 only access area. So, that's like that's pretty close to the... What the heck is that? What the heck is that over there? It's like a little pipe or something. Huh. I gotta go and explore that, I think. Yeah, little sort of pipe interface. Yeah, just crying out to be explored. Either way, is pretty good because it is very, very close to the chipper over here, which means that it is well within toss range of the tier 3 stuff. So that's good. That's really, really good. We're able to toss tier 3 stuff basically straight in. Right, let's go and take a little look at what's going on over here. A pipe. Right, nothing more to this pipe other than the fact that it is here. That's it. Okay. Well, I'm delighted that we found it. I just have to believe. I have to believe that there is something more to it. I mean, basically everything in this game has thus far had a sort of deeper meaning than is initially obvious. So I think the pipe may very well have a deeper meaning too. What that deeper meaning is, however, is to be explored and discovered. Okay, we're actually able to flip down the side here. Can't yoink past that boulder, unfortunately. Can we re-enter this like little mini highway over here? Oh, it's gotta be some tier 5 stuff. It's gotta be some tier 4 stuff. Oh, it's another bridge. Oh, I think the game is gonna do me so dirty again, isn't it? It really is. Ah! I just want to see, video game. I just want to see. Okay, I've returned with some more energy in my back pocket. Right. Is this more tier 3? It looks like more tier 3. Okay, interesting. So it looks like there's a ferry sort of over in that direction somewhere-ish, I suppose. Which, I mean, common sense would probably dictate that there's likely to be something else of interest over in this direction. I say common sense, more just a feeling, an inclination as to what is possible and what this game clearly likes to do. We still need to discover, of course, the little pipeline. But I think that might be deeper in the mountain somewhere. I don't know. I feel like there's more to explore in the mountain. Man, these trees are so deep. They just go and they go and they go. Is that a clearing over there? I mean, knowing this game, I'll get right up to the edge. No, it's not even a clearing. It's just trees. It's just trees. You could easily get lost here. Absolutely easily get lost. Look, ladies and gents, we are going to wrap this up. I am adoring this. Lumberjacked. I'm feeling jacked after this, to be honest. I'm feeling great. I feel like my arms have never been stronger. Truly, I feel on top of the world. Yeah, great little incremental upgrade game. Really unique, really interesting. There's clearly a lot more to explore. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface, but as ever with these videos, I hope that it is a sort of a little taster and perhaps a little bit of encouragement to you to go and check out exactly what the sort of full experience of this game is all about. But for now, and from me, I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.